Anouk Aimée is a French film actress, who has appeared in 70 films since 1947, having begun her film career at age 14. In her early years she studied acting and dance besides her regular education. Although most of her films were French, she also made a number of films in Spain, Great Britain, Italy and Germany, along with some American productions. Among her films are Federico Fellini's La Dolce Vita, after which she was considered a rising star who exploded onto the film world. She subsequently acted in Fellini's 8½, Jacques Demy's Lola, George Cukor's Justine, Bernardo Bertolucci's Tragedy of a Ridiculous Man and Robert Altman's Pret-a-Porter. She won the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, Motion Picture Drama and the BAFTA Award for Best Actress, and was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress for her acting in A Man and a Woman in. The film virtually reignited the lush on-screen romance in an era of skeptical modernism, and brought her international fame. She won the award for Best Actress at the 1980 Cannes Film Festival. In 2002 she received an honorary CEAQTSAR award, France's National Film Award. She was noted for her striking features and beauty, and considered one of the 100 sexiest stars in film in history, according to a 1995 poll conducted by Empire magazine. Her acting style often portrays a femme fatale, with a melancholy aura. In the 1960s, Life magazine wrote that, after each picture her enigmatic beauty lingered in the memories of her audience, and called her the left bank's most beautiful resident. Early years. Aimée was born Nicole Françoise Florence Dreyfus in Paris, France, the daughter of actor Henry Murray and actress Geneviève Sawyer. According to one historian, although some have speculated that her background may be related to Captain Alfred Dreyfus, this has never been confirmed. Her father was Jewish and her mother was Roman Catholic. She was raised Catholic, but later converted to Judaism as an adult. Her early education took place at l'École de la Rue Milton, in Paris, École de Barbezieux, Pensionnat de Bandol, and Institution de Megève. She studied dance at Marseille Opera, studied theatre in England, after which she studied dramatic art and dance with André Boitérond. Career. Aimée made her film debut in 1946, at the age of 14, in the role of Anouk, in La Maison sous la mer, and she kept the name afterwards. Jacques Prévert, while writing Les Amants de Véronne specifically for her, suggested she take the symbolic last name Aimée. That would forever associate her with the effective power of her screen roles. In French, it means beloved. Among her notable films were Alexandre Strauch's Le Rideau Cramoisi, Federico Fellini's La Dolce Vita, Fellini's 8½, Jacques Demy's Lola, André Delvaux's Un Soir, Untrained, George Cukor's Justine, Bernardo Bertolucci's Tragedy of a Ridiculous Man, Robert Altman's Pret-a-Porter and Claude Lelouch's Un homme et une femme, described as a film that virtually reignited the lush on-screen romance in an era of skeptical modernism. Words like regal, intelligent, and enigmatic are frequently associated with her, notes one author, giving Aimée an aura of disturbing and mysterious beauty that has earned her the status of one of the 100 sexiest stars in film history. According to a 1995 poll conducted by Empire magazine, because of her striking features and her beauty, she has been compared to Jacqueline Kennedy. Film historian Ginette Vincenzo notes that Aimée's films established her as an ethereal, sensitive and fragile beauty with a tendency to tragic destinies or restrained suffering. Her abilities as an actress and the photogenic qualities of her face, its fine lines, expression of elation and a suggestive gaze, helped her achieve success in her early films. Among those were Pot Bouillère, A Story by Émile Zola, Les Amants de Montparnasse and La Tête contre les Murs. Besides the French cinemas, Aimée career include a number of films made in Spain, Great Britain, Italy and Germany. She achieved worldwide attention in Fellini's La Dolce Vita and Lola. She appeared again in Fellini's 8½, and would remain in Italy during the first half of the 1960s, making films for a number of Italian directors. Because of her role in La Dolce Vita, biographer Dave Thompson describes Aimée as a rising star who exploded onto the film world. He adds that singer-songwriter Patti Smith, who in her teens saw the film, began to idolize her, and dreamed of being an actress like Aimée. Aimé's greatest success came in 1966 with the film Un homme et une femme, directed by little-known Claude Lelouch. Primarily due to the excellent acting by its stars, Aimée and Jean-Louis Trintignant, the film became an international success, winning both the Grand Prize at the Cannes Film Festival in 1966 and an Oscar. Tabry states that with her subtle portrayal of the heroine, self-protective, then succumbing to a new love, Aimée seemed to create a new kind of femme fatale. Film historian Jürgen Müller adds, whether one liked the film or not, it's still hard for anyone to resist the melancholy aura of Anouk Aimée. In many of her subsequent films, she would continue to play that type of role, a woman of sensitivity whose emotions are often kept secret. In 1969 she starred in the American film production of Justine, co-starring Dirk Bogarde and directed by George Cukor and Joseph Strick. The film contained some nudity, with one writer observing, Anouk is always impeccable, oozing the sexy, detached hair of the elite. When she drops these trappings, along with her couture clothing, Anouk's naked perfection will annihilate you. Photojournalist Eve Arnold, assigned to photograph and write a story about Aimée and her role, spoke to Dirk Bogarde, who had known her since she was 15. He said that, she is never so happy as when she is miserable between love affairs, referencing her recent love affair with Omar Sharif. Arnold photographed Aimée, who talked about her role as the character Justine. Justine was also Jewish. Arnold recalls one of their talks. I am still haunted by two things she quoted. They seemed to say more about her than anything else I experienced with her during the 3 weeks I knew her on the film. Quote from Treblinka. The Jews are prone to anguish but seldom given to despair, and a quote by an anonymous Jewish poet to his wife where the Nazis came to get them. Till now we have lived with fear, now we can know hope. Another American film, La Brava, starring Dustin Hoffman, was set to be made in 1984 but never completed. Hoffman at first decided it would play better if he were in love with a younger girl rather than the original story's older woman. Where are you going to get a good-looking older woman? He asked. He rejected Faye Dunaway, feeling she was too obvious. A month later, after a chance meeting with Aimée in Paris, he changed his mind, telling his producer, I can fall in love with the older woman. I met Anouk Aimée over the weekend. She looks great. He begged his producer to at least talk to her. Come on, get on the phone, say hello to her. Just listen to her voice, it's great. Robert Altman, at another time, wanted to use Aimée in a film to be called Lake Lugano, about a woman who was a Holocaust survivor returning long after the war. She loved the script, according to Altman. However, she backed out after discussing the part with him more thoroughly. I do remember he was like a bomb. He had a strong personality. He was tall, and he had a big voice. I want this, and I want that. I remember thinking it would be very difficult to work with him, and we didn't make the film. In late 2013, the Cinemania Film Festival in Montreal, Canada, paid tribute to Aimée career. In 2002, she received an honorary CE Acute SAR award, France's national film award. and in 2003 received an honorary Golden Berlin Bear at the Berlin International Film Festival. In the 1960s, Life magazine called her the left bank's most beautiful resident, adding that, after each picture her enigmatic beauty lingered in the memories of her audience. Personal life. Aimée has been married and divorced 4 times. First to Eduard Zimmerman, secondly to film director Nico Papatakis, thirdly to actor and musical producer Pierre Baru, and lastly to actor Albert Finney. She had 1 child, Manuela Papatakis, from her second marriage. Selected filmography.